All right, Niko. Hey, listen, great to finally catch up with you. It's been a couple of weeks. In fact, I think the last time you and I spoke was in your office on Wednesday, March 11th, and we were talking about the CBI and postseason basketball, get starting with practice. And, of course, the next day, Thursday, March 12th, the entire sports world came to a halt. Kind of talk us through a little bit about what it's been like over the last few weeks, because I know you and your basketball team, you were planning on playing some postseason hoops.
Yeah, and obviously, this has turned into that's so much bigger than basketball, and it's the concern of the health and safety of everyone in our country. But from our particular world, it's we'd had a great regular season, disappointing performance in the Mountain West tournament. We had kind of transitioned, I think, past that, and we're looking forward to playing in the postseason. And we're going to accept a CBI bid and probably play at home. And really the story is we were just getting ready to start our first practice of the postseason. And literally about an hour and a half before that, we get the word that, the CBI had been canceled, and obviously everything's just moved downhill since then. And so you're kind of in a whirlwind to figure out what's next. Nobody really knows because this has evolved by the day. Our kids were transitioning into spring break. Our guys were, they'd gone home, and, obviously they're home now, and now they're trying to figure out how to live life like this. And it's just become a new normal. And I think there's opportunities that way. And we're, getting them academically acclimated to doing everything online, staying connected with video conferencing, doing my one-on-one meetings, so on and so forth. And then trying to figure out, how are you going to do a workout here on your living room floor? There's really not access to gyms and weight rooms and no shooting buckets. You got to go back on the playground maybe like we did in the old days.
Yeah. Tell you what, this whole thing would have been a lot different 25 years ago without the technology that we get to enjoy now. Obviously, that helps you guys. It helps a coach in your profession. But there are still challenges. What are some of the challenges that you and your staff are still facing?
Well, I think, obviously, right now we'd hope to still be playing, but if we weren't playing, we'd be transitioning into spring workouts. So, weight room, spring individual instruction, which are critical to player development. Obviously, those things have been put on hold. From a recruiting perspective, we're not able to go out and see prospects. Prospects are not able to visit us. That is a challenge for us and every school in the country. And you really don't have a timeline as to when that's going to change, so everything is just kind of in a holding pattern that way. Obviously, we're doing all of our staff stuff with video conference, and, we're getting to spend a lot of time at home. And so I think everybody is just kind of evolving into that. But yeah, it's a challenge that everything we would normally do right now, this is a very busy time for us, really until we get into May, that we're not able to do much. But everybody's in the same boat, and we're all managing fine.
All right, final thought before we let you run. And obviously there's going to be some turnover each and every year from one year to the next with personnel. You lose 3 seniors. You had another player leave earlier this week. So I believe you still have 2 scholarships left if you did want to use them this year, maybe on a transfer, junior college, or save them until next year. What are some of your early thoughts that you and your staff have had with those with the 2 scholarships?
I think you always have to be looking at anybody that you think could have an impact in your program and help us and fit what we're about and what we're doing. And so I think for 100%, we're always doing that. But at the same time, I would say I really like our team, and I like the guys that we have, and I like the direction that we're going, and I think guys are hungry and they're connected. And so while I would say absolutely, we're trying to, be aggressive as we can right now. I mean, there's, not as a ton you can do, but at the same point in time, I like where we're at. And so I think it's always that combination. And so I don't know what direction we'll go yet, but as you know, Brian, you're always recruiting.
Right. 24/7, 365. Niko, thanks so much. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Hey, thanks, Brian.